What's up everybody, Dr. Rossi, shrinksandSneakers.com. So in this video, I'm going to tackle a question that came to us about how to prepare for intern year and some of the things that I did that I thought helped me, or things that I talked to my interns about that they feel helped them. So we'll cover a couple of things, and I'm probably going to break this up into a bunch of different parts because it's long, it's detailed, there's a whole bunch of things that I think can be really beneficial for you to do ahead of time, and some of the things that I think you should do while you're in your intern year. So we're going to go ahead and crack right into the video, and we'll start with what you should do when you match. The first thing I'm going to start with is to just say that, you're getting ready to graduate medical school. You've finished what arguably is the most difficult academic achievement in the entire, out of any field in the United States. So this is a big achievement, and you should certainly take some time to enjoy the fact that you were successful, and there's a lot of people that could not do what you just did. So as you're approaching the end of your MS4 year, one of my recommendations would certainly be to take some time off. Spend some time with your family, spend some time with your friends, go out, do some things as much as you can during a COVID pandemic, and just enjoy that time. Because honestly, some of the best times that I had, or that I could recall from my medical school days, were those times when I was able to go back home, see my family, see my friends, and spend a little bit of downtime. So sometimes it can be hard to motivate yourself during those periods, and I'm not sure you fully need to. So the first thing is take some time off. You've earned it. The other things will be coming. Now let's take it from, let's say, the time you match, right? You find out you match to your program. Hopefully it's your #1 program. Hopefully it's exactly what you want. But, there's a lot of logistical things that are going to go on during that period, right? You're going to find out that you match to a new program, and then you're going to have to figure out where you're going to be living. You might be moving to a new city or a new state, right? That can be a challenging process. So one of the things to start thinking about early on, maybe before you graduate, is learn a little bit about the place you're going to be going, learn a little bit about where the good places to live are, right? Where can you get housing? Think about your transportation situation. Are you going to be living in a major city like New York or Philadelphia, where you're going to be using mass transit primarily, may not need a car? Or are you going to be working in a rural program in a community out in Montana? Right? If you're going to be working in a setting like that, you're most likely going to need a car, and you're also going to probably need a car that's going to get you through some bad weather. So thinking about your transportation, thinking about your housing, and then comes all the other logistical things that go along with intern year. So when you match, you're going to hear from your coordinator, your program coordinator, pretty early with a bunch of paperwork for you to fill out, right? You're going to have to submit all of your stuff, like your diploma. If you're a foreign grad, you're going to have to submit your ECFMG certifications, any type of transcripts, right, from your school, USMLE transcripts, etc. All this data has to kind of be gathered before you start. So thinking about getting all of those things together and how can you do that effectively and successfully. So that's another part of this process that I think you should spend some time on before we even get to the studying part. Now, if you're interested in knowing about studying, or if you're truly a gunner, somebody that wants to do amazing, somebody that wants to keep pushing, then I will give you the things that I think you should do prior and during the early part of your intern year that will help you immensely moving forward as you become a PGY 2, 3, 4, etc. Go on to fellowship, whatever it is that you want to do. So check back into the next video, and we'll discuss the starting point, which I think is, learning how to interview a patient for psychiatric care.